A gentle reminder. The Enrichment Center is not responsible for any injuries sustained within the testing facility. As a punishment for your recent cheating, I have added several Aperture Science Sentry turrets to the following test. I didn't want to do that, but you left me little choice. I'm very sorry. As you can see, the Enrichment Center is undergoing some maintenance. I'm as surprised as you are. There's actually a force in this world more destructive than you. Before you stands the pinnacle of your children's scientific prowess, the potato battery. If you'll excuse me, potatoes bring back bad memories. Congratulations. I always believed in you and your ability to do that thing that you just did. Congratulations. You have successfully avoided being squashed. I've observed that you have obsessively collected these, so have some as a reward. Your next test is to see how well you follow instructions. Feel free to use this glowing switch under me when you can be bothered to start. Deploying prototype super deadly mega turret. In 3, 2, 1. Did I mention I had a cake made just for you? Unfortunately, none of the typical ingredients were available, so it consists mostly of sawdust and leftover propulsion gel. If anything, I think that just gives it even more of a personal touch. Don't do that. Stop. You have no idea what damage you are doing to my cores. Don't get squashed. I don't want the mess. Don't worry. I promise I won't crush you. Cross my heart. Finally. Thank you. For this next test, thermal discouragement beams have been added into the testing environment. Health and safety would advise you to avoid contact with these lasers. However, the Health and Safety Office is closed today, so please disregard that advice. Have you ever thought about what comes next? I'll tell you. More tests, forever and ever. Just think of all the data we will collect. Hey, that's not fair. I was distracted. Go sit in the basement and think about what you've done. How are you? Because I'm a potato. How many times do I need to ask you to go away? How's this for a suggestion? Next time, I'll ride you. I can see no practical use for the room that was here, but I will repair it for a nominal fee. I do not like you. I'd take care if I were you. The weight testing of the Aperture Science hard light bridges was cancelled due to sudden staff redundancies. I'm sure you'll be fine, though. If you insist on breaking my tests, then I am just going to have to remove them, leaving you with nothing, trapped in here. Just me and you. Soon you will beg to begin testing again. If you're hoping to bring the restoration chambers back online, I'm afraid you'll have to put some coins in the maintenance meter. I have detected a rogue corrupt AI. Where did you come from? Did Black Mesa send you? Go away. I have the patience of a saint. You, however, are putting that to the test. In accordance with Aperture Science's health and safety protocols, I am obligated to remind you that you have been testing uninterrupted for 30 minutes and should rest at your earliest opportunity. In another 10 minutes, the rest becomes mandatory, and I am authorized to release a powerful sleeping gas. No pressure. I realize it's a lot to ask, but if you could refrain from tearing bits of me off and throwing them into a furnace, that would be great. I see your tendencies towards wanton destruction haven't dwindled over the years. I suppose you think you're clever, circumventing my meticulously planned tests with your ability to fly. If you're happy cheating yourself, then of course that's entirely your prerogative, but I hope you realize that such behavior is of no benefit to science. Unless you're using science to fly. Actually, how are you flying? It appears the exit elevator has malfunctioned. Let me give it a nudge, and we can continue. It appears you need my help. That is so unlike you. Now hurry up and finish this. I think I was better off being pecked at by birds. I think you deserve recognition. Through cheating, ignoring the rules and destroying the Enrichment Center, you have completed this round of testing. Congratulations. It's a good thing you're not utterly terrible at this. Oh wait, you are. It's okay. You don't have to try. People actually prefer to watch failure. I've only just been able to salvage this test area. Until recently, it was under the control of a particularly vicious bird. You may laugh, but I have a rather unpleasant history with birds. Unfortunately, they're very good at escaping neurotoxin. Just because you can solve tests doesn't make you special. There's plenty more subjects for me to use, so don't get full of yourself. Just hold on, will you? It isn't hard. I mean, you have hands. Let's get this over with. I've got a Dauphinoise to jump into. Logic error detected. Subject should not have been able to enter this area without the aid of an Aperture Science handheld portal device. Logic error detected. Please proceed into the chamber lock after completing each test. Logic error detected. Subject should not have been able to move the weighted storage cube in this way. Look at us, making scientific discoveries together. Please use the aerial faceplate provided to proceed. But be careful. It has a weight limit, and I worry that you may exceed it. No. I am a genetic life form in Disk Operating System. I would say it's nice to meet you, but it's not nice to lie. Now you've done it. Do you know how long it took me to round up and incinerate those warbling drones the first time? I just hope you have earplugs. I don't even have ears I can plug. Of course, I don't actually have a heart, so you'll just have to take my word on this one. Oh, good. You finally found the cake. Maybe you could be so kind as to inform the internet. Oh, but I'd recommend doing so before actually eating the cake. Not for any particular reason. Certainly not a fatal reason. Oh, it's you. Again. I'd hoped you'd have been eaten by a deer by now. Oh, look how cute you are. All teeny tiny. Like a teeny, tiny, squashable ant. Oh, look. It's my favorite thing in the whole wide world. Deadly neurotoxin. Be careful. You don't want to breathe too much of it in. Oh no, where have you gone? I can't see you anywhere. How could you possibly have escaped? You know my cameras have zoom lenses, don't you? Oh, that wasn't meant to happen. Although that one does sing. A super deadly song. Oh, you fixed it. How wonderful. You know I was joking when I said it was impossible. That was part of the test, and you didn't give up. You kept going despite knowing everything you were doing was futile, just like the inherent pointlessness of your existence. Okay, I lied about the sleeping gas. Due to my past inclinations when it comes to gases, they don't let me do that anymore. Please attempt to place the Aperture Science weighted storage cube on the 1500 megawatt Aperture Science heavy-duty supercolliding super button. Please excuse the mess. Apparently the cleaner says it's not his job to clean up the test chambers. So listen, I think we need to address the sugar-frosted elephant in the room. Did I promise you a cake? Yes. Did I combine this promise with your gullible nature to lure you into a deadly trap? Also yes. But have you avoided the increased BMI and negative self-esteem issues often associated with the consumption of sugary treats? Yes. So really you should be thanking me. Someone please, mash me, and put me out of my misery. Stick a fork in me. I'm done. That was a little food joke. You know, because I'm a potato. Stop calling me Dave. Stop it. Subjects that do not wish to be vaporized should stay clear of the thermal discouragement beams. Surprised to see me? After you left, I decided that if you are going to run from my tests, then I'm just going to have to bring my tests to you. Enjoy. That's not how you use that. That thing you just did then. That was great. I'm getting some great results. That was almost acceptable. That was not part of the test, and as a result you have damaged the testing environment. An extra 9999 days of testing will be required to repay expenses. I hope you brought a packed lunch. The aerial faceplates in this test chamber have been recalibrated to suit your higher-than-average weight. It should be sufficient. The aerial faceplates have feelings, you know. How would you like to be walked all over? Oh wait, you would probably know, wouldn't you? The Aperture Science Computer-Aided Enrichment Center congratulates you on yet another amazing job well done. Oh, you. The Aperture Science Hard Light Bridge is totally safe, created by natural light pumped in from the surface. The Aperture Science Computer-Aided Enrichment Center is not equipped to deal with test subjects of your girth. Try not to dent the floor. And there's no room for you within my calculations. Now go away. There's something very familiar about that woman. There you are. I was just about to send out the search party as I was getting so worried. Let us continue. Or science. The thermal discouragement beams are perfect for corrective eye surgery. Why not give it a try? This almost makes it worth being forced to endure the rest of my existence as a foodstuff. This is so degrading. This next room is unfinished. The Enrichment Center apologizes for this. However, you were not expected to get this far without the handheld portal device. This test room is impossible. The Enrichment Center apologizes for this clearly broken test chamber. Unauthorized portal detected. Until the source can be identified, please press the Aperture Science switch ahead of you. Very good. Continue to not fall off me. Wait. I am detecting an external influence. Something or someone is interfering with my tests. Welcome. Insert party noises here. A party associate will be along shortly with your congratulatory cake for surviving, completing all of the tests. For now, allow me to keep you entertained. Welcome to the Aperture Science Computer-Aided Enrichment Center. Well, aren't you an eager beaver? And I assure you that's not a comment on your dental arrangement. Shall we begin the next test? Well done. Although you obviously have abilities that are not listed in my database, and are using them to complete the tests. In other words, you're cheating. Well done. I almost forgot you were crushing me. Well done. You successfully... Oh, I'm sorry. That was one of the children's tests. How did that one get in there? Well, you still did very well to complete it. Well, that didn't work. A repair associate will be dispatched, eventually. Until then, sit back and wait. Give up if you'd like. I won't judge you. But you can't stay here. I'm in the middle of something. Go back to space. What are you doing back there? Before you start believing every insane mantra you see scrawled on a wall, I should mention that a few of my former test subjects went a little crazy in non-test related circumstances. What's wrong? You look tired. Would you like a break or a nap? Maybe I could get an associate to rub your feet for you if I'm not boring you too much. What was that? Perhaps another unauthorized element? How can I test with so many variables? What was that? It was all exterminate, and there was fire and explosions. I think I admire its attitude. Where did you go? You're not authorized to go that way. Who is Dave? I think test subject 2405189 was once called Dave. Will you just stay still and get what's coming to you? With a small monetary donation, this Aperture Science equipment could be restored to a functional state. Or did you think this facility's operations were powered by wishes? Would you like to purchase tickets to the Aperture Science Bring Your Daughter to Work Day? Would you like to meet my friend, Emergency Intelligence Incinerator? You know, you can't bribe your way out of these test rooms, no matter how big your money is. You know, I heard the lasers talking about you before. They were saying how much they like you. I think you two should hug. You know, I'm pretty sure I saw that deer again. It was running outside. You should go and take a look. I promise I won't lock you out. You know, most people would have taken my offer of freedom and just run with it. But not you. You just can't get enough of testing, can you? Don't worry. I get it. You know, your rule breaking just now made me realize how much I miss my last test subject. The only thing she ever broke were bathroom scales. You may have noticed that all of the facility's elevators are non-operational. This isn't due to a technical fault, but is an initiative to encourage exercise for our more abundant test subjects. You must be very proud of yourself. You
Subject name here.
must be the apple of
Subject's father's name here.
thigh. Your cake isn't in this room, you know. I keep that locked away. You're doing very well. That is to say, I suspect you were cheating in that last test. Cheating is wrong, and ultimately the only person who loses when you cheat is yourself. For instance, you might lose your freedom, or your mind, or some teeth. I will be monitoring your behavior more closely in the future. Now, on with the next test. You're doing very well. You remember that time I promised you cake and you had this misguided impression that it was all a ruse and I was actually trying to lure you to an untimely end? Well, I hope you're prepared to eat humble pie, because there is indeed a cake waiting for you somewhere in the facility, and its location is particularly non-lethal.